Welcome back to BTL Productions. Today, we're going to talk about the HEMI. We've talked about this before, but there's some new information that has become available about this. So stick with me and I will tell you all about it. So, as TK's Garage and Butter the Insider on YouTube have been talking about for quite some time, the V8 HEMI is coming back. And this is not a rumor. There is some concrete evidence on this that has come out through some leaked documents from Stellantis, and HEMI production will be revving up very soon. Initial reports say that the first engines are going to come out of the Mexico plant because this plant is basically set up to produce this already. So it's the easiest solution to get this to market fast, and they need to get this to market fast. And as TK said, and I will definitely agree with him on this one, is that they need to bring the HEMI back or Stellantis is in trouble, because it's been far too long since they've actually given consumers in North America something that people really wanted. Yeah. Everything from the botched electric charger, which is a shame because it is a nice looking car, but it's unfortunately just been plagued with problems. And even though something came out the other day that said it was the fastest production charger everywhere, anytime, nobody cares because nobody wants it. I mean, there was a story recently that the 2023 discontinued chargers are outselling the brand new, shiny, revolutionary Charger EV. If that doesn't tell you something, I don't know what does. The only people that I feel a little bit sorry for in the story is the ones that forked over all this money, and some of them did fork over quite a bit of money to buy the last call Chargers and Challengers, only to be slapped in the face. Guess what? We're bringing it back again. Anyhow, but that is definitely a loss for them. But people, they don't want to be forced to buy the EVs. People have made that clear. They want choice.
How dare you?
And some of us, like my friend here, aren't too happy about that.
How dare you?
But yes, it's coming back in a big way. I mean, let's look at the facts. How can Dodge, who, in my opinion, has the toughest looking truck in the market? I mean, it is a nice looking truck. How can they compete with Ford and GM, like I've said before, who both have V8 engines in their trucks? GM is putting out a brand new generation of V8s for all their pickup trucks and all their full-size SUVs, Yukon, Suburbans, Tahoes. Ford has their V8, but you're going to take that away from the Ram. What was Carlos Tavares thinking? He wasn't thinking. Yeah. What about the Charger, you might ask? Okay. How can the Charger compete with the Mustang, which also has a V8? So, this brings us to the story we're at right now. Okay, so test mules apparently have been seen of the Ram driving around the Stellantis offices yeah, that's something definitely going on there. TK very recently released some photographs of a Charger test mule. And those tailpipes in the back, yeah, those are definitely V8 tailpipes. Yes. So, another story kind of ties into that a little bit. I don't know when it was. I think it may have been sometime last week that a photograph was released on TK's garage of the firewall where it had been modified. And this Charger was sitting on the factory line, coming down the assembly line. And why would they be modifying the firewall? Well, there's only really one reason I can think of, and that's to put a V8 in it. So, yes. Production is also expected to eventually move to the Dundee assembly engine plant in Michigan. But, like I said before, retooling of plants is not an easy task, especially when it's very different from what's already being produced there. So they're going to have some work to do to get that up and rolling. So, what is this all a product of? Okay. For as much turmoil as Trump has created recently, and I hope eventually something gets worked out on the Canadian side with the Canadian government and the tariffs that they're imposing on the Canadian side. But something Trump has definitely given people is choice. Allowing car companies to build what their customers want, not what the government wants them to buy. So I think in the automotive sector, that's one of the biggest wins that Trump has done. So let's hope there's a Canadian election coming up in the next couple of weeks, a little over 2 weeks away from now. And I kind of don't think there's going to be a lot of things happening as far as the tariffs go with the Canadian side. I could be wrong, but I think at the moment, once the newly elected government gets in, whoever wins, I think you will see something done about the tariffs on the Canadian side. I mean, he's been working with a lot of other governments around the world. He was just meeting with somebody from El Salvador, I think yesterday or today. He's been talking to Japan. So I think it's only a matter of time. But unfortunately, with Canada being stuck in the middle of an election, it's a little bit difficult for them to do it. So fingers crossed for that. I think that will be happening shortly. So are you guys excited about this? I know I am excited about this. And it's going to trickle down through the other car manufacturers as well. And they're going to be building what people want. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Are you excited about this? Are you going to buy one? Love to hear about it. Anyhow, that's my view from behind the wheel. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. And until then, have yourselves a great day.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love